And welcome back to I'll Be Alright, Mr. Naruhodo. After them, yo! Behind that door, welcome back, everyone. In the storeroom, hurry as things auto progress. Oh, I didn't notice the gun before. It's Kina? Yeah, I know who I'm defending this time. She won't be able to pay me much. Good news. From that moment, Winterberg's pawnbroker became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning. It was just before dawn before I was allowed back to my lodgings at 221B. Yeah, good thing we get paid by our home country to be here. We're not going to get anyone who... First we get someone who definitely could pay us, and we got like a coin out of it. And then we get someone who had basically was a co-worker. And now we have a street pickpocket. So, good thing we're getting paid by someone else. Oh, Iris. A telegram came, but all it said was, "Wait at home." From who? Oh, yes, we asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back. When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Guinea were gone. Everyone was gone. Well, the cat was still here. What happened, Runo? Poor Iris, she's trembling, yeah. She's obviously trying very hard to not let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything that I know. Something awful has happened. Something awful has happened, hasn't it? Yeah. I'm afraid so. Wouldn't this be a fantastic time to show you my armband? Would you mind if I showed you this, Iris? It's just a boring old thing, really, but... Oh, I don't really like boring things. Looks like Japanese modesty is easily misinterpreted by young Western children. I mean, who does like boring things? No one wants to be shown something boring. That is very true. If you are describing as boring in the first place, I think you have failed the first job of your, what you set out to do in order to, like, introduce something to someone else, right? Come to think of it, you're always introducing things with, "This is boring, but it's a bad habit. You should just stop it." I'll be sure to let the entire population of the Empire of Japan know on my return. Yeah. See, the only reason it works in Japan, Mr. Naruhodo, is that everyone understands that you don't really mean that it's boring, you're just trying to be modest. It's not that. It is legitimately a nothing statement. It is like saying... sir or ma'am out of obligation. It doesn't necessarily actually mean you respect them. It just means you're making an effort to come across that you respect them, right? Which in itself is a sign of, I guess, respect to some extent, right? But so... I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Iris, but Mr. Winterbank is dead. He was shot. We discovered in the early hours of the morning. Oh, yes, I had a feeling... Wait, what? You did? Well, I saw all those police carriages pulling up outside of his shop, so I knew something must have happened there. Okay. That is a non-suspicious. The first idea that came to mind was the idea is, oh, did Gina talk to you about something before leaving? When we entered Winterbanks in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of 2 thugs. They ran out onto the street, and I chased after them, but they got away. So, it was one of them who shot old Mr. Winterbank, I suppose? I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at the moment. Oh, why not? They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see. Gina. Guinea? But why? Well, the thing is... No, Guinea wouldn't do something like that. Where would she even get a gun? I know. None of us think she did it. Why have they arrested her? Wait, it was his gun, wasn't it? Okay. I'm sorry, there was nothing I could do. Yep, that feels more relevant to follow up on. I don't understand why they arrested Guinea. That's not fair. What about the two thugs that were at the scene? Why aren't they the prime suspects? After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they? Oh, we haven't talked about Hurley yet. No, I mean, Mr. Sholmes isn't dead, Iris. This is all so horrible. She rather believe that Mr. Sholmes is dead than that Guinea would have shot someone. That's what does that say? The thing is, Mr. Windibank was found on the floor of the storeroom where he keeps all the deposited articles, and the storeroom was locked from the inside. I see. But he wasn't alone in there. Guinea was found next to him on the floor as well. Oh no! Okay, so let me ask, did they have a shovel? Did they have a shovel and they were trying to dig to the vault in question, and could the shovel and digging be a way they could have gotten out of that storeroom? In lock room mysteries, yeah, there aren't that many solutions to them, right? And according to the detectives that investigated afterwards... Don't tell me there's no one else in the room? Yes, exactly. How did you know? It's the only explanation. Yes. The only explanation, indeed. What do you mean by that, Runo? Well? What can I say? I'm damned if I agree, damned if I don't. That's when you say nothing at all and let them just think their thoughts without being, yeah. So where is Hurley, then? Is he still there investigating the scene, or is he actually dead? Oh, he really ought to have some breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meals. I don't want you to worry, Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. He's not dead. He's not dead. He was taken to the hospital this morning. What? Well, when we entered Windibanks, a gun was fired, and he took a bullet, which means that it couldn't be the gun that she was holding, because Windibank only had one bullet inside his gun. Which means if he was shot, there had to have been another gun involved in everything. Oh, wait, that just means that the other people had a gun and shot Holmes. Whoops. Okay. That would backfire heavily. Hurley was shot. No. It's all right. His life isn't in danger. Really? Are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital? He's St. Steiner's. Or St. Sinner's. Oh, I see the pun now. They're tending to him. They're tending to him there. I must see him at once. I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't. Why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I should be allowed. No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment. He's not allowed any visitors. They're preparing to operate, you see. To operate? Oh, poor Hurley. It was the two thugs who were in Mr. Windibank's shop. They shot Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed them, you see. It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind went totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. It feels like Ryunosuke basically is recounting his, testimony from the questioning by the cops at the moment. After them, go! After that, I ran into the stream, yeah, but... Well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm so sorry. It's my fault. I let them get away. I think That's a very good thing. Sorry. Well, if you'd seen which way they went and chased after them, you might have been shot as well, Bruno. On top of everything else, I couldn't bear that. Oh, Iris. Yeah. Where's Susie, Bruno? Right. She was like coming with us and then suddenly... Actually, I'm very confused by this. She came with us. Was she... Oh, it's actually been a slight little while since I recorded last. Was she actually like in any of those scenes? I don't remember her like actually being relevant once we stepped out into the street. She's still at the police station. Oh? Why? I expect she's still being questioned. The police said they wouldn't be finished for a while. Why aren't you there then? Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyways, so they weren't questioning me for long. But you were one of the main people in like the discovery of the body? Oh, whatever. Whatever. And Mr. Zato stayed behind at the scene to tend to Mr. Sholmes, so they didn't get started until later. Yeah, that's a better reason. I see. Besides, one of us had to come back with to be with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gresson agreed to me leaving early. You should have let me know, and I would have come to the station. I'm afraid I'll need to go out again now, Iris. There's not much I can do at the moment, but I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Gina are getting on. I want to go too. Take me with you, Bruno. I can't stand by just sitting around here waiting. I'm not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder. Again. Flashbacks to the other Ace Attorney games. But I don't want to leave her all alone here either. Alright then, Iris. Perhaps you can help me. Oh, yes, I'd love to. Keenan's at the prison. Mr. Sholmes is probably in his hospital bed. And will be for a while because we're not allowed to visit. Don't forget we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a thorough investigation. So probably, yeah, Herlock last among those. Hopefully his operation will be done by then. Especially if they're not allowing visitors beforehand. I can see you're ready for action. I mentioned Iris would appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later, but you just said we can't visit. Whatever. Game, if you're going to contradict yourself in like a second. Has this been on the whole time? It's spring at last and the weather is warmer now. But I love the smell of fire and steam rising from the kettle. Oh, how about some tea, Bruno? Oh, hey. Thanks, Iris, but I'm alright for now. The green tea Susan makes for me from time to time. And Iris's unique herbal infusions. This place is paradise for a true tea lover. If you're sure, you know I always have plenty whenever you're feeling thirsty. Okay, that's generally good to know. Should we really leave the fire on when we leave the place, though? I feel like that's something you turn off when you leave. Yeah, we're all gonna die. Oh my goodness, they let us in. What is this? What is this? Whatever. Hurley! Oh? Oh, no. He's not here? No, that's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't she? What does it say on the thingamabob? Is it just medical records, or...? Oh, I know what's probably happened. He jumped out the window. Hurley was being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home. I'm not so sure about that. Baby or not. There's no question that it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered. Oh. Hello, what have we here? A nurse? Oh, Bobby. Orders off limits, no visiting. What are you doing in here? Well, I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin. We are. Oh, I'm part of the family now. Oh. When did that happen? Well, begging your pardon then, ma'am. Sir? Hello, lady, and a curious gentleman. We're at Mr. Salva's as a family, mysterious family, eh? If that's how you see us, Can Herlock and Ryunosuke be the daddies of this family? Oh, there's definitely some fan art of that out there. Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley? I believe he is currently in the operating theater, ma'am, undergoing an extensive operation. Extensive? It has been several hours since he went in. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. Is he going to be alright? Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see. The anesthetic, that is. Oh. Ugh. Oh, so he's gonna be aware. I've heard a report that gentleman claims he may have a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. Anyway, I think it'll be fair to assume that he won't be here for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later. Oh, poor Hurley. Okay. Is that just medical records, or... Nope, doesn't let me actually pick it, so it must not be that important. Probably. Maybe. I wonder what these are. Do you have any idea, Iris? I'm wondering, are we in the age of germ theory yet? Oh, haven't you seen crutches before? Well, let me explain. They're for people with leg injuries, to help them walk. You hold one of them under each arm, you see. Ah, right. I thought they were weapons of some sort, which definitely fit the hospital vibe. Why would there be weapons in a hospital? Thought maybe a fighter had been injured in battle contests and brought here along with his weapons. Why would there be a battle contest in London? What is this, a JRPG? Says Iris from the 1800s. That's, surprisingly plausible. Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, well... if he's not here, then prison we go. So they're definitely gonna, like, put in front of a court. And I have no reason to believe she didn't. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, they let you keep your bag and coat. That's nice of them. Hello, Gina. They let you keep the smoke grenade? How did that happen? Oh, we still have the grenade launcher Hurley and I made. I wish he wouldn't point it at me all the time, though. Well, yeah, for. Kenny, I have a feeling it's because of us that you've ended up in trouble. So we are thinking that we might be able to help you. Huh? Wait, you can't. Sorry. Yeah, get lost. Don't be like that, Kenny. I know you didn't do it. You never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't. You think you know me? Pull the other one. Oh? You got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. Right. But if you really were willing to kill people for that, wouldn't you have already done that? Then again, she might have gotten away with it and had done it, so... If I saw my chance, I'd sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I could have my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am. But Guinea? I'll be in court tomorrow, they said. Some co came by before and said he'd be a lawyer for me and the like. So it was my rights or something. But I told him to get stuff. I don't need a lawyer. I don't need no one. She's gonna be staring at me any more obviously if she tried. Why are you being like this, Kenny? I just find the framing of this pose being like behind the bar and it's like she's speaking up over the bar. I find that sort of hilarious. Hey, doesn't this make you feel better? When you have a look at, strange, where'd my armband gone? You're on the other side of... What's the problem? Something wrong? Don't suppose. You're on the other side of the damn bar. You're looking for this? Yes, but how? And when? And how long? And how again? I've done this before, haven't I? Got a talent for it, haven't? Diving. Exploding on black magic, and yes, this has happened before. Yeah, I've literally done this before, but this time she has a jail cell between us. Like, fucking props. I mean, I could actually just leave. Hey, what happened? Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbroker's, I mean. She probably did break in to try to steal some shit. But I believe she just got caught up in someone else also trying to steal some shit. Basic theory from everything we've seen so far, compatriots of that guy who ran off came back, knowing that there should be more, thinking that he was hiding it because he knew the real value of it, came back to try to steal it. Hey, maybe she tried to do that too on the same basis. So you got caught up in two different sets of thieves trying to steal shit that were all very worthwhile. And one of them actually were like just straight up like murderers. Murdered the guy, set Gina up to be the fall man, and whambo whambo wingo. That's the story, right? I figured that paid me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. The old bloke walked in on me and, you know, the rest. But why, Kenny? Why would you do that? Isn't it obvious? The place is full of stuff I can sell for a shilling or two. Diving ain't easy, you know. It's a lot of work. Half the time you don't even get nothing. Is that really why you broke into the place? What? Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else? Oh, give it a rest. What would be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I could say would make a blank bit of difference. Oh, so is it more just you're accepting your quote-unquote fate? Please tell us, Skinny. We'll believe you, whatever it is. Believe me. Don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies, I have. What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies? You got me curious. What did he mean before, Gina, when he said that you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you told are? Maybe we could help. Sorry. Lots of time. They're gonna want to question me now. Kenny, please. We still have an entirely another question that we need to ask. Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by. Huh? Is that a... What? Why? A photographic print of a really adorable cat. Huh. That is a different cat. Found in one of the pockets of these coats. Ain't no point to me having it. That seems relevant. I wonder what a little photograph like that was doing in a pocket of the overcoat. Oh, is that going to be the other thing that they were looking for? Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye. Wait, but I have a whole nother question to ask. Oh, Kenny. Huh. Well, okay. After we have been dismissed, I might as well ask if I could be her lawyer. I don't understand either. Why did he send the public defender away? He wanted me to sign some papers, representation papers or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. A minute on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do. Why do you think that? That's how it's been for me, growing up in the back slums, my whole life. If you do what the grown-ups tell you, and get your mates dragged off by the coppers, or worse. That had happened to me before, no? Been sold out and nearly snaffled on the back of it. Can't trust no one, but that's the point. As soon as you do, you're gone to grass dead. You know, listen. If you like, tomorrow's strike, forget it. Kenny, don't you trust Runo? Nah, I don't. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. You really want to get... Not much I can do. Nope, nothing more to talk about, nothing more to... Actually, maybe I could present the cat thing and just see how she reacts again? How about this photograph? Well, that I just found in one of the pockets of this coat, that's all. Chuck it out if you don't want it. So Megilda didn't give it to her? Something written on the back, though, I think. There is? Oh, don't mean nothing to me, though. I don't read well anyway, especially not that scroll. Date deposited, 13 February. 10 shillings. 1 something box. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that's cursive? How dare you write in fucking cursive? Oh my goodness. 1 small box, 10 shillings, 13th April. I mean, we're too late for that, aren't we? I mean, he's also dead, so... Or is this a different location? Look at the back of this print here. There's something written on it. 13 February, 9 p.m. Article deposited, 1 small box. Okay, maybe he's a little bit better at reading it. Loan amount paying 10 shillings. Redemption deadline, 13th April, 9 p.m. So this photographic print is a redemption ticket? 13 February? That could be significant. Oh, is it going to be a treasure hunt? Going between different locations in order to get different redemptions? What is 13 February? What did it say today was? Okay, it's the 16th. Which means this was done well before, which means this should be something that we could be able to purchase now. Or the people with the box opened it and found whatever was inside. It was just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it? Small box. That doesn't tell us much about it, does it? I don't know. If Mr. Megilda still had the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. So do you think the box might still be present somewhere in the shop? Which shop? Was it that? Is this the right shop? Is that Windibank's, like, sign or something? Ah, yes. If it's something Megilda deposited, we need needs to be investigated. Okay. Okay, got it. I really want to examine the photograph more thoroughly, I think. Okay, good to know. I didn't even think of that. I was thinking like the actual photograph was going to be the valuable part, like it's some sentimental value thing. Okay, small box. What sort of small... Is it that little thing down there? Like, that stood out before. This is where it happened, then. Last night. That's right. The 2 thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place, looking for valuables. But... apart from the policeman in here... you wouldn't know anything had happened. There's no sign of a disturbance except for that, like, broken stuff on the ground. No, you're right about that, actually. In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking. I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals all dressed in black. Oh, I heard that. I mean, sometimes... it would be irresponsible to treat cops as though they were always in the right 100% of the time, even in regards to quote-unquote the law, whatever you're defining as the law in that moment. Oh, Inspector, good morning. Suppose I ought to thank you for your vigilance last night. Got to the scene before I was disturbed, at least. Shame we let the 2 rogues get away, mind. Yes, I'm sorry about that. I thought you assigned extra men to the beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty. Yeah, I'm not sure that would have made much of a difference. Ah! Yeah. Your ladyship! Okay. Don't tell me you were coming! I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley. See that he has the very best medical care. Of course, your ladyship. Very best doctors in the capital attended him as we speak. Okay, this was a weird thing from before that I don't think it's Bruno's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job. Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am, as you say. I don't fucking... The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone is in agreement about that. Would you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change. Oh, well, manners. Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Why? Perhaps you'd like some juice? Some nice, refreshing fruit juice? What? What? This feels more like a dad doting on his daughter. Outside of the ladyship part. Okay, I have some suspicions. We'll see if anything else actually points towards them before I say anything, though. Oh, why? Are you thirsty, Grexy? I have some of my special herbal tea with me if you'd like some. Lovely. Very much. I really hit the spot, your ladyship. I don't even recognize him like this. I don't think I ever... What? What? No, yeah, that's the first question. I couldn't help noticing, Inspector. Right, now the sunshine. Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. Oh, this is all sunny. I'm a copper, and we don't go in for favoritism. But he's right. You do treat us differently. Oh, no. You're being forced to admit it. Ah, it's because of the adventures of Sherlock Holmes stories, that's why. Oh? I crop up in them, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson. Oh, well, yes. Because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's. What do you write about the inspector, Iris? I don't remember, really. One of Sholmes' lines. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders, is how we put it. Oh, did I write that? And you know what that one line did for me, eh? Oh, the very next month, my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell ya. Oh, wow, yeah, that's actually pretty amazing. All because everyone at the Yard reads them. They read all the Sherlock Holmes stories. They even set up a fan club for me. So you have high expectations. Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time you become such a toady for me, to me. Can you blame me? All it takes one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson? No, the great detectives would say. He's getting quite overrated these days. Think what would happen to my salary if that came out in print, eh? Oh my fucking goodness. The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost worrying about it. Okay. My speculation is officially killed. I was sort of like, I originally thought he was Watson, but maybe he is actually just secretly Watson pretending to be someone else. Maybe. But no, this makes more sense. But that would never happen, Grexy. Every month when the new Rants magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the page. Oh, that does seem like a stress inducer. Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves. Lovely. Not very much. I really hit the spot, your ladyship. Teetotal. How he just comes up with the fucking food again. Oh my fucking goodness. Okay, Mr. Sholmes. Yeah, going up top to bottom to top seems the best here. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition? Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential. Well, I know he's being operated on at St. Sinner's. Why can't I see him? Family, you know. Well, probably because he's being operated on.
Well, I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy. No visiting at all.
Oh. Very quickly shifting the blame.
The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. There's lots of fair bits of blood.
Oh no.
He didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so. But a hemorrhage like that is enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down.
Mr. Sholmes, he's human like the rest of us, you know.
Well, anyway, he's having emergency surgery right now. They've got to stop that bleeding.
But he will be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better?
Oh, of course, your ladyship. He'll be right as rain before you know it.
Oh, really? How do you know?
How do I know? Well, you guys, of course. Yes, because Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective. That's why.
We better pray that the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again. Given I don't even know if germ theory is a thing yet. Who knows? I mean, okay, let me fucking look that up. When was germ theory popularized? 1850 to 1920. Okay, so it probably is by now. This is probably like not. Oh, what year is this? Great Ace Attorney year. Let's just confirm it. Near the end of the 19th century and the dawn of the 20th. Okay, so late 1800s. Basically what I was figuring. They don't... nothing in... unclear precise date on a very, very quick Google search, because I don't want to delve too much into any of that. But yeah, late 1800s, so it's maybe, basically. It could be. Nebulous.
I'll board to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of operating theater.
It might be quicker for us to just go there at this point. Not like we have cell phones. So, how is the investigation going, Inspector?
Nothing to it, really. Very simple case, this. There's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge that diver we arrested last night, in fact.
You know? You're gonna charge her? I mean, they already gave her a...
That's right. Should be able to bring her before a judge at the Bailey tomorrow.
Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me.
Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid.
I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you?
What the?
And you're going to put them on the stand as witnesses, are you?
How could you? No! How can you possibly know that?
My guess is that she was just like going out on a limb and had a general and followed the logical train of what that would be. Especially if her first thing instigated a reaction, she would be able to go along with that. Or she just did her great deduction. I had a feeling, that's all.
Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. So you've arrested the two men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you? Well, yes. They're rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the beat.
Why were you so upset that I let the rogues get away then? Also, they they tried to claim that Yina shot Herlock. That gun had like one bullet, and there's no way she had a gun. That had to be his gun, right? Which also I think we'll have to prove at some point. And Miss Lestrade is being held at the prison.
Yep, you've already talked to her. She should be. That's assuming she hasn't left the key from the jailer, of course. Oh, yeah, there's something I was supposed to talk to you about, actually. Is it now hold it?
Oh, you got my name right. Props to you. You are, among the few. The proud. The bobbies. Yeah, what is it?
Now, I got an important message from you. I think I forgot about it until now.
Important message? I wonder what it could be. Can you tell me what this important message is then, Inspector?
Yeah, it means about the young ladies normally by your side. Your assistant.
Oh, dear Susie, is she alright?
Ah, she's at the station, isn't she? In question, I believe. Nope, not anymore.
Oh, that was fucking Runo's.
Yeah, no, yeah. Bruno's gonna start talking this way.
I need to pay more attention.
Nope, not anymore. She had to head off.
Head off? Where? To her appointment, via that thingamabob?
The Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He's summoned her.
Ah, yes, of course. I'd forgotten about that.
One of the Whipstocks took her there in the yard carriage after he finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell you that she didn't have the fare for the return journey and to go meet her there.
Oh, okay.
She got a nerve using Scotland Yard as a blooming messaging service.
I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector. Why did Susie have to go see the Lord Chief Justice? She didn't tell me. But I better head over to the Lord Chief Justice's office to fetch her straight away. Right after we show him the evidence. Inspector Gregson, could you give me your opinion about...
We don't tend to share sunshine. Not with the general public.
This is evidence. Evidence you do not have. You really should care about this. In that case, Grexy, how about some herbal tea? Nope. Lovely. Thank you very much. Did it hit the spot, your ladyship? You don't mind sharing that, then? Okay, well, you were bad at your job, and I'll make sure that is shown in all the fun stuff going on. Okay, we can't really inspect that. The one thing I'm curious about, in terms of, like, a small box, was this thing. Alright, then, let's see what we can uncover.
Hi, what do you think you're doing, Sunshine? Can't touch anything in here.
Oh, but we were hoping to investigate.
This is a crime scene, for Pete's sake. No touching.
I mean, you make a good point. What's the problem, Gregsy? Bruno's a lawyer, you know that.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry, your ladyship. Ever so sorry. The rules and regulations are thorn in my side. Of course, if Miss Nara had been given properly appointed by the accused, that'd be another matter.
The accused.
If you're going to show me some representation papers, I'll only be too happy to let you know it's around.
Got it. Did you hear that, Bruno? You need to sign some representation papers. Looks like presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way. Okay. Got it. Okay, let's pick up Suzato. Just imagine her waiting here when she was done talking, just sitting here. Tick, 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 tick. 1,000 ticks happening at once, every single second, every single day, every single month, every single year, every single... Yes. No matter how many times I come in here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow. Do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal. How so? I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you? Well, maybe it thinks the same about you. So everything is clear with regards to tomorrow's arrangements, I trust? Yes, thank you very much. And there they are, Suzato-san and Lord Strongheart. I wonder what they're talking about. They both look very serious. Okay, guess. There's something else Cosmo was gonna do when he came here. Suzato took it on herself when, Naruhodo took on the lawyer part. She took it on herself to try to take care of another part because she didn't think that, Naruhodo could handle it. Or he didn't deserve to handle it, or something like that. So she is secretly trying to handle something that she knows Ryunosuke would try to be a part of. That Cosmo was trying to do. That is my guess. Very good. There's nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. Uh-oh. Wait, what did he just say? Your return to your homeland? Susato-san? Oh, Mr. Naruhodo? What was that all about? Mr. Naruhodo, thank you for coming to collect your colleague. What's this all about? Why were you talking about Mrs. Sato's return to her homeland? And tomorrow? Okay, this is definitely not what I was anticipating. Tomorrow? But what about Ginny's trial? You mean... she's been formally charged now. Oh dear. I guess no one's actually, like, charged her. We keep speaking in hypotheticals. Yeah, what the fuck? Mrs. Otto, what's all this about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Well, why? Your life here can continue just as it That's not what I asked. What happened? Why are you leaving? It's... my father. He's fallen ill. Huh. Why would you be afraid to tell me this? Were you just... I don't know. Oh no! Professor Mikitoba? We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news. Oh. Okay. That's what the... 10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown. And it seems he grows weaker day by day. I don't believe it. As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Mrs. Otto's departure as much as possible. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. I can't believe this is happening. Yeah, actually, this is really surprising. Well... fuck. So, Kina's been charged? She'll have to appear in court? Yeah, she was formally charged a few hours ago. Wait, was she? People are contradicting themselves now. And the date of the trial has already been set for tomorrow. Yeah, it seemed like that when we were at the jail, but then, you know, what's-his-face basically told us, hey, No, not even 24 hours later? Kina. The straight girl. And the murder of that Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. An all-too conspicuous case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. No, the odds is overstretched as it is. I'm not wasting time on these open and shut cases. It's not wasting time. Ginny would never do something like that. I mean, she's not exactly going out of her way to deny it. I know she's not denying it for, like, very specific reasons, but... Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, yes, Lord Strongheart? In deference of your fine services today, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave. Now. Of course, Lord Strongheart. Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. When the police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters with which to contend. Serious matters? Oh, didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday? Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday. It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not remind you of that. Okay. Fun. 3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me. There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart. Which is... It's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her. A timely suggestion. Sorry. The girl currently has no representation. But that's not fair. Yes, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial. Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation with a public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused that right. Why would she do that? We've talked to her, we know. A question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestrade. Were we really not supposed to come here first? I feel like we were supposed to go to the jail last. You'll find her at the local prison. Yes, thank you. Now then, it's time I was leaving. First we get evidence that's like clearly Gregson should be interested in, and he's like, I don't fucking care about that. Next we have him talk about her not being charged yet, despite the public prosecutor, the defender, already being a thing, and he said, it's just a little awkward in terms of how it's written. What a fucking day. Being charged with murder, is out his son about to leave. Come, Mr. Narhoda. Iris, we must make haste. But, Susie... You're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do? As Mr. Narhoda's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can. Thank you, Mrs. Zano. It's a very pensive look. I think we ought to visit Kina first. Again. In any case, I should like to wish her well before I leave. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go. If I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I just have to do what I can, as a lawyer. Indeed. Hey, look, no one's here now. Oh, never mind. Hello again, Gina. One, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a... Oh, there you go. What are you lots here for now? Have the muzzle of that grenade launcher shoved in our faces yet again, obviously. I think it needs to improve the way you load ammunition into that thing, don't I? Look, you can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you. Kina? I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say. What? I am sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell. Eh? Farewell? Tomorrow I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh, right. I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable. Susie? Well, that ain't my business. Both Iris and Mr. Narhoda believe you to be innocent, Gina. They put their faith in you. But somehow, you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them. Yeah, that's right, I can't. What's of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they're so clearly unhappy. Because of you. What? It's my fault? Yes. So I have one final request, Kina. Before our paths never cross again. Right here and now. I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you. Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be. I like her looking away with a sly smile on her face. What's she talking about? What do you expect me to do, eh? You told us that everyone lies. So prove it, by admitting one of your own untruths. What about what you said before, Guinea? You said something about unforgivable lies. You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant. No, I can't. Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but... is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? One in which Magnus McGilded was acquitted. The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about? You're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe. Will you tell us about it now? Oh? Like I said, it all happened 2 months ago. Gabba's got all of me and shoved me in the witness stand. Based on your testimony, Mr. McGuda was declared innocent. Well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff. I knew it. What sort of thing did he lie about? I was hiding on the seat that night, that was the truth. Okay. It was pitch black in that little cubbyhole. I couldn't see a thing, and then... I heard that loud thud. I saw someone falling on the floor. And that's when Mr. McGill discovered you. Yeah. He pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. There wasn't much light to see by, but when I looked at me and my hands, I had blood all over them. I was so scared. I couldn't even speak. You had his blood on your hands, in other words. The schema that the witnesses on the roof saw through the skylight. Then, Mr. McGill started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were and why you were hiding under the seat. Yeah, it did, only... that's not all. What do you mean? I mean, it threatened me. Threatened you how? It made me swear about what I seen and what I did. About what he was gonna do after the code was found dead. Made me swear I wouldn't tell nobody about any of it. If I did that, said let me scarp her before the copper showed up. Kina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. Oh, what you saw. You said Mr. McGill told you to swear to not tell anybody what you saw. But you were in the pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you? Yes, with Mr. McGill sitting above your head, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true, but... it was where I heard the thud of the cover linen on the floor. The Cove. Cove is probably some... Okay. Something I don't... I let out a little scream, see? I couldn't help it. You had heard that and dragged me out by the arm. By my arm. And that's when I saw it. I was on the floor next to the old geezer, what had been stabbed. A disc. All bright and shiny. Oh. A disc? Do you mean... that's it. The one what took it out my window banks. So the music box was, disc was there on the floor of the omnibus. Not for long. You would have spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it inside his pocket. So that disc, that coat, was in the omnibus 2 months ago, at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder. The bog trotter told me. I want to mutter words of it to no one. Okay. Just the one disc? It was so dark under that seat in the cab. I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and the footsteps inside the cabin. Presumably, that was McGilded getting on board. Nah, not only him. Oh? So I could definitely make out the footsteps of 2 people. Oh. Huh. In that case, it would seem likely that Mr. McGilded and the victim, Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilded claimed he slept during the carriage ride. Carriage and taking with the fierce tiredness. Okay. And your own testimony, Kina, supported his. All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. Was that also a lie? Yeah, that wasn't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear them talking the whole time. Low voices. What? What were they talking about? Sorry, I don't know. The sound of his horses and the wheels was too loud. But that still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other. So McGilded was lying, and as I suspected. What did Thrice-Fired Mason do? He was a blacksmith or something else? I'm trying to remember. Like, could have he made that disc, maybe? No one can take long before someone raised the alarm and that bloke had been killed. Yes, you were quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed you very quickly. So when the cab came to a stop, McGill told me to hide back under the seats again. I climbed in and waited. The two coves from the top off. The 2 ghosts from up top ran off to get the coppers. Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First. Right, and after they're gone, McGill did ask the driver to do him a favor. A favor? Oh, little fella. What I need you to do is take care of this goat of mine and deposit in a nearby pawnbroker. Do your troubles? Let's see now. I'll give you 10 guineas. A nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street? Yep, you got it. It was when the banks. Gochi snapped up the money and ran off to pop the skirts as fast as he could. So then there's no one left in the carriage. McGilded opened the box under the seats and let me get out of there. Not without conditions. I see. Okay. What were McGilded's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean. Not telling a soul, not for anything. It's what I saw and what I heard. And there was something else as well. There's more? Yeah. This is the most important thing, he said. I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand for me with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you hear anything at all? At all? You're gonna go ask him to pop your weasel, right? That sounds like a euphemism. Aye, the fiend's taken me overcoat to deposit with the pawnbroker hereabouts. And I want you, lass, take the redemption ticket for it. Do you understand? What? Want me to have the ticket? That's right. And I'll come fetch it from you later. Sometime in the next 2 months. Just hang on to it until then, is that clear? Whatever you do, don't lose it. Alright then. In case I might happen to be delayed at all, you have to go to the pawn shop when the bank, so it is, and you have to extend the loan for it, the 2 months is up. And you forget, the article will be forfeited. Any old fiend could come along and buy it. But I ain't got that kind of brass. It's £5. That should be enough. Do we understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now. If you go against me. Yeah, I get it. Good. And one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I have no doubt. The coppers? Aye. I'm asking you to take a stand in court, testify as a witness. Let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What does he want me to say? What it is that ye might say, and what it is he won't. Okay. I will say the accent stuff is starting to really trip me up. After you gone over it all, I biked it. Got as far away from there as I could. He hid the pawnbroker's tickets in the bushes near the scene. I went to fetch it the next day once it got dark. Somebody could have planned it. And you're always keen into giving false testimony. I bet you was ready to string me up, eh? I lied in that big old courtroom. Told some gawkers. The thing is, said he would have made it so that we couldn't live in East End no more. That's what he threatened me with. What a wicked man. He knew everything what went on in the back slums. He knew we had no one to look after us. We was all just looking out for each other, getting by together. So you mean Mr. McHugh would have... I did not speak. He could have had the lots of us chased out of there if he wanted. And then where could have we gone then, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So I didn't have no choice. Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything. But... I'm for it now, eh? Oh, unadmit it. You must be livid. Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor. Favor? What? Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial. Huh? If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork and we can't investigate. The police won't let us. Investigate what? The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see. What? Hurley's having a big operation now, Kenny. Is it bad? Is he gonna be alright? Sholmes is gonna be alright, right? Oh, you like him? The liar, right? That's why I want to investigate, for Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything. Right. So what he's saying is, if I sign that bit of paper, everyone's happy. Is that it? Something like that. Mrs. Otto? Yes, of course. I have the representation papers here. It is nice to frame it as her. I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer, nothing. Right. Sure you don't. But if we frame it in a way that she's helping someone else, she's more likely to do it, right? She doesn't want to be helped, she wants to be helping other people. If she can. Poor Guinea, she seems so lonely. Guinea's representation papers have been entered into the court record. Well, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene at Winnebanks now. Yes. And perhaps we can come back to visit Guinea when we're done there. Maybe, if they have time for that. The visiting hours are still up. I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last. Now I have her representation papers. No one else knows just what responsibility that is. Anyway, for now it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us investigating at Windibanks. Although, something tells me he's not going to be happy about it. Oh wait, really? That's a to be Holy moly, these are short little sections. That's fine though. I'm actually pretty okay with that. I was gonna be like, after this I'm gonna end the episode anyway. I don't have that much time at the moment. Okay, no, I'm up for that. That's fun. Okay, I'm good with that being a stopping point. I'll get back into it next time then. Drive safely, everyone.